Hello, Collective. This is Grand Madam with your 2020 review. Now, this may be for January 2020, but it very well may bleed down to the next 6 months. Because what we have here, Collective, is a process. And it is a process of healing from whatever went down or whatever you struggled with for 2019. And it ain't going to be easy. So, I've started, where is it? With the Dark Goddess cards. Okay, these are oracle decks. And they represent the energy that is not only around you, but more importantly, what is within you that you're struggling with. The cards I have, this is what I did. I started off with the Dark Goddess and the oracle message from the Dark Goddess. I clarified each message with a Rider-Waite, and then I went further with the Romance Angel cards. Now, I started with the Dark Goddess, messages from the Dark Goddess. This is a message from Buabanchek. You know what? I'll just give you the message. I'm not going to try. If I don't understand, if I can't pronounce the names of the goddesses, then I won't. But her message is a warning, and it's a warning of wrath. Wrath is anger out of control. When you're feeling this type of rage, you are out of control, my loves. That makes you capable of doing things you would not normally do under normal circumstances. But who says these circumstances are normal? Channel that wrath, that aggression, that need to go jack something or somebody up, that need to fight, that need to destroy. Channel that energy in something physical. You might want to take a 2-mile run, 5 miles for some of you. You may just want to clean your house from top to bottom. Or you just may want to do a 2-hour exercise workout. But channel that wrath, okay? And I didn't want to go into that yet, but the next card is from Pandora, and hers is a message of curiosity. Oya, the Orisha, Orisha, hers is a message of deliverance. Sedna talks about abandonment. And Skedi, atonement. Now, let's get back to this message about wrath. Why you're feeling this way? You have the High Priestess. For some of you, you intuited something that wasn't right in your situation, in your home life, but on the job, wherever. And this seems to be more like in a relationship. So you started digging. And when you found something, or you've heard something, or you felt something wasn't right, you verified it. And it really set you off. But let me tell you something about that, folks. When you have the High Priestess, which is Piscean energy, you're talking about things that are hidden. The High Priestess is one who keeps the secrets of the ages, and she keeps your secrets too. So what was hidden has now been revealed, and it has caused a great deal of sorrow and a great deal of anger. But behind it all, according to the Romance Angels, getting to know each other, if you want to have a solid relationship, you've got to be open with the other person. Which means what was hidden, when it comes out, They may not want to be in a relationship with you, whether it's love, romance, sex, or working. And that's what has happened here. Because Spirit says some people were just driven by Spirit said, overdriven by passion. You totally ignored who each other really was. Totally ignored it. And money, Spirit says. And because you did not know each other, you did not realize that you were on two different pages. Hell, you were in two different books. One wanted to enjoy the passion, another wanted to create a home. And so what happened? Things went south. Someone is enraged because they feel as though they've been taken advantage of. You played me. How dare you? You were supposed to be my friend, and you played me. You didn't know that person. I don't care how good the sex was. I don't care that you saw them every day. You may have seen them every day. You may have, especially on these jobs, you may have texted each other, "Good morning, babe. How's your day?" But you still failed to sit down and talk with each other. Oh, but the drinking and the other thing was good, right? But you didn't know each other. Now that has hit the fan, or that you intuited something was wrong, Pandora's message is curiosity. Now you want to know what's going on. You haven't heard from this person in a while. What's going on? And here's the magician. Some of you went to tarot readers. Some of you are tarot readers yourselves. Some of you you have the resources to find out what's going on. Some magical, some not. And then you found out that there was another relationship going on. You found out about a past relationship. Well, let me work with this light. That never really quite stayed in the past. And that's what the problem was. Had you known that person like you thought you did, you would have known that that other relationship meant the world to them, and that you would be just a friend, maybe a friend with benefits. Now the situation has gotten so sticky and messy because some of you even had children with this situation. Now they're caught up in it just like you. And now Oya comes with her message of deliverance. Some of you literally have to be pried out of that situationship. And that's ridiculous. That's not a marriage. It's not a commitment. It's a situationship. I've never heard of friends with benefits who could do so much damage. But the damage is done and is continuing for some of you to be done. That you need to be delivered. My loves, when you are delivered, that means divine intervention has to come in and pull you out. The Page of Wands. Uh-oh, you got that sexy message again. And now you think that you want to express your love to this person to bring them back your way, knowing full well you need to be delivered from it. But maybe if you show them your love for them, maybe they won't hurt you anymore. Is that what the thinking is, beloveds? Because if it is, forget it. If Oya says you need to be delivered. You need an exorcist because you've got some bad juju in you. Now, Sedna talks about feelings of being abandoned, left behind. And some of you, not only were you just left behind emotionally because the other person has detached from you, you were left behind financially, and now you're in dire straits. You have become the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior, and you don't know what you're going to do just yet, but you need to get back in the fray by any means necessary. But the romance angels say, release your ex. The time has come to clear that person out of your energy. So whether you express your love or not, you've got to let that go and move on with your life. This is 2020. This is a new year. The planets are in alignment for foundation building and new ideas, new people, new places, new things. Folks, situations, job problems being juggled from the past will be brought to a screeching halt. Release that ex, whether it's a lover, a job there's no fulfillment in. Now, with the job, make sure you find another one before you jump out of here. And I would caution you about rebounding one lover for another, too, because that won't work either. You'll still be wounded, and you'll still feel abandoned. And you'll take that feeling abandonment, into a new relationship where you'll be clinging tighter than a cat on a limb hanging upside down. And that's not healthy either. Scott A says atonement or atonement needs to take place. Now, atonement has two meanings, if not more. One, where an apology is necessary. Two, where you would have to pull your mind, body, and spirit into alignment because you're scattered right now. You have to become one with yourself all over again, or for the first time. That means meditation. For some of you, Spirit says rituals, daily rituals to pull yourself back together. Clear yourself out and pull yourself back together with your morning meditations, your morning mantras, or whatever you have, right along the side with you brushing your teeth every morning. The rituals or the meditations, the daily devotions and nightly devotions, twice a day will be needed for some of you to get back on track. Rider-Waite shows the Six of Swords. That is going to a more peaceful, calmer waters. This is a place of healing. You're trying to get away from the madness, from the chaos, from the pain, from the constant thinking, what went wrong? How did I do wrong? How did I screw this up? I didn't screw this up. They screwed this up. No, that other party screwed it up for me. Take yourself to a quieter place through your meditations. And also, let your friends help you, is the advice from the Romance Angel deck. Okay? You didn't get into that situation by yourself. For some of you were maneuvered, set up to get in that jacked up situation for money, for status, for reputation. In the list, everything but for love. Everything but for love. I don't have one daggone card here about love. So you sold your soul to the devil, so to speak. So now you're going to have to get it back, a la like Daniel Webster did. It can be done. It's called healing. Now, For some of you, you're still waiting to hear. This is the bottom of the deck. You're waiting for something. Some people are waiting for contact, waiting for communication. Others are waiting for their money. Others are waiting for another chance. Waiting, 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 waiting. And here's a card. Underneath that card is the card of the Emperor. This is the leader. This is the big boss. This is also standing in your own power, trying to call that relationship up. Next to it, I'm sorry, is the Two of Cups. And next to the Two of Cups is the Seven of Wands, holding your own. You read these backwards. You're holding your own, trying to hold on to a happy situation after the Tower has struck. So, when the Tower strikes, that means the situation was not real in the first place. You just got caught up in someone else's fantasies, or you got caught up in your own fantasies, and now reality is setting in with a bang. Now you're going to have a decision to make. Romance angels suggest that you make a decision very quickly. Some of you will have to make legal decisions. Children are involved. Let go of control issues and allow the situation to flow if you can, unless, like I said, you're involved in legal issues where you just can't allow that to happen. Lawyers are involved. But keep an open mind because your situation is changing. It has changed already. And there's nothing you can do about anything about that other than whatever damage control that may be allotted to you. Because at this point, you're going to have to heal yourself. By healing yourself, you become empowered. Empowered enough to resist any temptation to fall back in the old ways of things. Because judgment has been made by the divine, and now it's purification time. So that means it's time to purge and clear yourselves so that you may be delivered and become empowered again, so that you'll be able to stand on your own 2 feet. Now, before I let you go, I'm going to throw down some Moonology cards from the Moonology deck. We're done with these. What is the best message for my collective? Spirit. They are hurting. Some are very angry. But they walked into it with eyes open wide. What is it? What is the message for them? Your best message. Your best message. Second deck. Okay, a lot of information is coming out that second pile these days. Collective. The gibbous moon says you're very close to achieving your goal of healing. So it's almost over. Full moon in Aries says it's time to take action. And that does not mean going over somebody's house and throwing a brick in it. through the window. New moon in Aquarius says bring love into the situation. Pull your love back. Pull your love back into you. Okay? And one more. Full moon in Capricorn says the end of a tough time. It's almost over. And we are in, well, it says the end of a tough cycle approaches. The end of a tough time is almost over. We are in Capricorn season. It's time for healing to begin. Now is the time to begin your healing. This 2020 is going to be a year of hard work for all of us. Wherever we're weakest is where we're going to get hit the hardest. So your daily rituals have got to be rituals that create happiness for you and peace of mind. I suggest meditation. I suggest listening to healing music like I'm playing in the background. And I suggest that you don't miss a day of it. Because the very day you miss your morning healing ritual is the day when something else is going to attack you. And it's not because you're a bad person, it's because you've made some errors. You've made some mistakes. And don't blame yourself for the mistakes either, because if you knew better, you do better. Well, now you know. You will never forget 2019. But that doesn't mean you will hold on to it. Forgive, let it go, but don't forget. This is Grand Madam wishing you healing and much love for 2020.